there's not enough coffee in the galaxy to replenish what I am going to spill, baby, in 2023 when it comes to Star Wars hot toys. Look, I just keep brewing and brewing and brewing and brewing, and I just keep drinking and drinking. Mm, mm, mm. Is it possible that Aries Tarrington's drunk on coffee? You have to wonder. But let's go ahead and dive into all of this right now. All right, and welcome everybody to the first episode of Aries Tarrington's Drunk on Coffee right here at Aries Cantina, home of 6 Scale Cantina. I've got tons of coffee brewing, all different types of flavors with all different types of coffee beans found from all sorts of planets throughout the galaxy, beyond the outer rim, other dimensions, throughout the universe, even alternate universes. I've got it all right here, baby. And of course, the official 6 Scale Cantina, Aries Cantina blend that is so awesome to get drunk off of. And it's so delicious. And is it possible that Hot Toys for 2023, when it comes to Star Wars, is going to be even more delicious than this coffee that I'm chugging down here, baby? I'm going to go to the first one. I'm going to cover for this week's episode. You're going to get this every week, this show. And we're going to cover a lot. Not everything, but a lot. For what could happen with the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi this year. And then mixed in between there, we're going to go into anything. We'll be tackling next week the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars. We already got that Obi-Wan Kenobi. What a way that they began this year. And what a way that they ended last year. And if you think about the potential of them surpassing last year, it seems like an almost insurmountable task. We got the Luke Skywalker Bespin DX25 on April 13th. We got C-3PO along with 4 other bombs on May 4th. We got Padme. We got Anakin from the Attack of the Clones. We even closed out the year with Mace Windu, and then began this year right off the bat with this Obi-Wan Kenobi. How is it even possible that it could be even better in 2023? I don't know. But I'm going to spill a lot of coffee thinking about it, baby. There isn't enough coffee in the galaxy to replenish what I'm going to be spilling this year, my friends. Let's go to this right here. Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian Season 2. Why am I bringing this up on the screen? Very important reason. We're starting off with the Return of the Jedi. And is it possible that we are going to be getting a Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker, for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi? And I say yes. Now, here's what's going to happen. I'm pulling this up on the screen. What does this have to do with it? This is the deepfake Luke from The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. And what a remarkable job that Hot Toys did capturing this likeness of Mark Hamill and what Favreau and Filoni were able to put on the screen for us fans. It is absolutely an exact match, in my view, almost a perfection from what we saw in that finale. And don't forget, with that finale, with this finale right here, it was one of the most important moments in Star Wars history. Don't forget that. It was certainly, for me, one of the most important moments in Star Wars history. A pivotal moment in Star Wars history. A pivotal moment for the better. So I cannot wait to grab my hands around this piece. However, you've got The Mandalorian Season 3 coming in the beginning of March. And from the book of Boba Fett, you can see this right here. He looks quite improved since The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. And you have to wonder, is it possible that they changed the head sculpt for this Luke? Not only for the Book of Boba Fett / Mandalorian Season 3, but to use that head sculpt as well for the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary? And I say, yes. Come on. This has buku bucks written all over it. And I really, really believe, I'm making a call right now, you're going to get a brand new Luke Skywalker head sculpt that they are going to use not only for the Mando Season 3 / Book of Boba Fett, but they're also going to use that head sculpt for the 40th of Return of the Jedi. Remember, they're using the current deepfake Luke that's up on pre-order that we're all waiting for from the Mando Season 2. That's the head sculpt with the DX 25 Bespin that's forthcoming. But I believe this one right here is going to be used for the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. And here's going to be the kicker. You're going to get rolling eyes function with this as well. And while this would be so neat, we have gotten the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight release. We also got on top of that, with a thinner body, without the fat suit, pretty much the same head sculpt with the Endor Luke and the Endor Luke Deluxe. Now, I got that figure right here. Go ahead and pull it up. It is a fantastic figure. And it comes with 2 head sculpts, which I have that in my DTOF right now. But I love this particular figure. But if you can give me an upgraded version with rolling eyes function, that would be absolutely sensational. And absolutely I would be fine if they want to go ahead and use that same head sculpt, of course with different paint and different hair a little bit here, and if they want to use that for another Luke and Grogu, which I believe they're 100% going to do, I am all absolutely for it. But if they go ahead and give me this baby, I'm going to spill my darn coffee all over the place. Because, look, and a lot of you, people that love Luke, will understand. If you're a huge Iron Man fan or a huge Spider-Man fan, you or a huge Loki fan, you will understand that one of the most, if not the most, prominent character in the Star Wars universe, not the Marvelverse, okay, is Luke Skywalker, kind of like Spider-Man or Iron Man. And remember, I was suggesting to you that there would be multiple Skywalkers up, multiple Lukes up for pre-order at the same time. Just like you see with Spider-Man. Just like you see with Iron Man. And you're starting to see more and more that Star Wars is getting on that equal plane for Hot Toys as, with Marvel. And this is, like, Spider-Man is one of the top, Marvel of all time. Put him in the top 5, top 3, whatever you want to do. Say he's number 1. So's this guy. So is this guy, baby. So go ahead and let me spill my coffee all over an improved Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. Are you kidding me? And I think they're going to do this. I think they're going to do this. And is it also possible that it could be a DX? And I say, yes. Yes, I do. I think it'll be another DX. I think it's possible anyway. I think it's possible anyway. How would they do a DX with the packaging? I'd love to see it. But I think it's possible we can be getting a couple out of this with that. So, that one is the first one I want to talk about with Return of the Jedi. What's another possibility of what I'm going to spill my coffee over? And here he comes up onto the screen. And you could see this right here. This is on Sideshow, of course sold out, the 1/4 scale Darth Vader for Return of the Jedi. And they've already got this completely done in this scale. And they have got to give me, baby. They have got to give us, baby. They have got to give you, baby, this awesome Darth Vader from the Return of the Jedi. Could this be one of the very first figures that we actually get on May 4th? Is it possible that on May 4th, you not only get a Luke Skywalker, you get the son, but you get the father, and they release these in another wave once again? And I say, yes. Because they know we're looking for it. They know we're looking for it, right? They're not going to make that mistake that they made back in 2021 with the blurgs and all of that nonsense. Although I think you're going to get some cool damn Mando stuff on that whole week as well. But we got a lot of that to cover over as well. Because with the Mandalorian Season 3 and the new trailer, oh my God, is it going to be epic. And look, I'm a die-hard Star Wars fan. Star Wars is all I collect. So I am hoping for just a plethora of head sculpts and aliens from The Mandalorian Season 3. And I think it's going to be the absolute best season up to this date. Favreau knows it has to surpass Season 2. Filoni knows it has to surpass Season 2. Both of those gentlemen together, they're going to go ahead and they're going to deliver. And I'm going to be drunk on coffee watching the damn thing, baby. Delicious. All right. Darth Vader. I don't think you're going to get the Dark Lord of the Sith and not get the Son and not actually get the Jedi. Not actually get Luke Skywalker with the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. And I'll be honest with you, with everything that they're coming out with now, in my view, and I'm going to pull this out again, especially with the deep fake Luke, which looks just like the show, I think this is outdated already. And I know it's recent. But you can give me an updated head sculpt on Mark Hamill, make it even better. Give me the rolling highs function. You don't even need to give me the two head sculpts like you did with this with this version here. And give me the hair pieces or whatever it is you're going to do. I'm going to be all over this. And like I said, Luke for me is my hero. So I want many Lukes, just like many of you, where your hero is Iron Man and your hero is Spider-Man. That works for you as well. And here's the kicker. As I've been talking about on the Market Chart Show for months and months, a couple of years now already, a couple of years, more announcements, less production, more 2.0's. And that is exactly what we have all been witnessing over the last year, and especially over the last 6 months. And I believe what we're going to continue to witness throughout 2023, announcement-wise here, for Hot Toys, from Hot Toys for Star Wars. Going ahead and putting my man Luke back in his crotch grabber stand there. And I need this Vader. It's coming, baby. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break from the 40th, and we're going to get back to it for a figure that I believe that we are going to get in some way, shape, or form in 2023 announcement-wise. And I'm going to blow you away when I put this up, although the banner already teased it. Here's the deal. My goodness, can you even imagine? And I got this blown up pretty damn big. But just look. What Hot Toys would do with this type of head sculpt for Queen Amidala. This would be just, oh man, I'm drunk on coffee, baby. Wow. Yeah. Let's talk about this. If it's lower production numbers and more 2.0's and more announcements, why would they not put this out? Why would they not put it out? You can't present an argument. I can't present an argument that suggests that 3,000 of these would not sell. As many as the Arena Suit Boba Fett. We know that 3,000 of these would walk right out the door. And this would be easy as pie for them to go ahead and do with that Natalie Portman head sculpt they have right now and just put out a few thousand, a couple thousand of these. And the thing you have to realize is the times of it needs to be 7,500. Needs to be 10,000. Needs to be 5,000. Needs to be 12,500. Those days, my friends, are long, long gone. And by the time that 20th anniversary, Padme from the Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary hits waitlist, and well before she's due to come out, just like Mighty Thor is waitlisted, is it possible that another version of Padme, Queen Amidala, comes out on the heels of that? And I say yes. Because if you can't make up the extra money from overstock, then how are you going to make up the money? By putting out another version on the heels of it. On the heels of it. And it doesn't have to be that much. And this figure here, and I got to calculate it, but I believe it was between 4 and 5 weeks. I'm going to go with 4 weeks. That this figure right here was number 1. Think about that, baby. Think about that right now. Was number 1 for 4 weeks. Natalie Portman, Padme Amidala, from a movie from 2002 that, quite frankly, is a great movie, one of my favorites, one of your favorites, but not necessarily ranked in the top 2 or 3 Star Wars films of all time. For some, I'm sure it is. But for the vast majority, it is not. For the vast majority, you got A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, you got Revenge of the Sith. A lot of them love Rogue One. Attack of the Clones, not necessarily everybody's 1 and 2. There are some. There are some. But a movie that's not relevant at this time. But an IP that's relevant at this time. And it's been suggested to me that the way the Princess Leia's were parsed out, you know, one here this year, then a year and a half later, another one, then a year and a half, you know, they just keep putting these out in that time frame. Yeah. Okay, I could buy that if the economy was not tanking. If there wasn't a global recession. If we were able to sell as many figures that we were during those times. Now that everything has changed, and now that we are in a seeming global recession type of situation, and you can't even get rid of any of these figures. Take a look at Boba and the Throne when it came out. Take a look at, you know, Echo or some of these other ones when they come out after a couple weeks. And eBay is the greatest competition of these retailers because people just do not have the money to pay for what these costs. The people that did have the money or set aside the money or are willing to spend the money during this economy, companies like Sideshow already exhausted those out through the months and months it was up on pre-order. And there's just not enough juice in the orange. There's not enough squeeze right now to justify sitting on another 4,000 of these to put them in stock. There's just not. How do you make up the money? I'll tell you how you make up the money. Put this out. But Aries, I don't want her. I know a lot of people don't want her. Just like a lot of people passed on that Arita suit Boba Fett. But when you're only making 2,000-3,000, you're going to sell those real quick fast. And in a hurry. And it doesn't even have to be this version. And she dwarfs her daughter when it comes to outfits. And I'll just put up a small sampling. I mean, this is not everything. But geez Louise, the possibilities are endless. And if they sparse this out every 12 months or every 18 months to give one of these outfits, I may be in another galaxy at that point. I don't want to wait that long. And they're not going to wait that long because they need the money now. And Star Wars is hot. And you can go ahead and reuse her over and over and over and over and over and over again. And many of you will pass and pass and pass and pass again, again, and again. But that's okay because they're only going to make several thousand of these or even as much as 1,000 or 1,500. That's all. And that is the place we are going with this. Look at those awesome Avatar figures. They're awesome. And I understand the argument that they're popular in Asia. The movie's popular everywhere. The movie's popular in Asia. The movie's popular around the world. It's not a toy-driven IP, though. I'm just going to be real honest with you. It doesn't generate toy sales like Marvel has. It doesn't generate toy sales like Transformers has. It doesn't generate toy sales like G.I. Joe has and does. And in no way does it generate toy sales like Star Wars. And a lot of those are popular that I've mentioned all over the globally. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to sell a bunch of toys on that at those prices. And what my point is, to me, they're clearly putting out, like the Neo from the new Matrix movie, many, just like Kate Bishop, just like the Peacemaker, they're putting out many characters where they have absolutely no intention of producing more than 1,500, 2,000 pieces. In some cases, more than 1,000 pieces. You got to remember right now, no one is buying. Not because they don't want them. I've showed you at the market chart show. If you haven't seen it yet, the first time you're watching, go watch the last 2 market chart shows. Get yourself caught up. They're bidding like crazy. They just don't want to go anywhere near the retail price. Why? Because they're not worth it? No. The desire's there. But the money's not there, baby. It's not there. Putting it in stock does nothing for you. And waiting 18 months does nothing either. Pre-order only mechanism for the generally is why this stuff like this is absolutely going to happen. And again, do I think we're going to get another Padme announced sometime before the end of 2022? And I say Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Are we going to get another two, at least, Boba Fett's announced before the end of 22? And I say yes. Are we going to get another couple of Mandalorians, Din Djarin's, announced at least before the end of 2022, 2023? And I say yes. I'll take these all day, baby. All day long. Let's go to some other ones here. Let's go back to the 40th. Let's go back to the 40th. Remember this release? This is the Empire Strikes Back Yoda from Hot Toys for Star Wars. And you have to wonder, is it possible that they take this figure and give you a couple of different accessories and put him in return of the Jedi packaging for the 40th anniversary? You already know the answer. This is coming. This is coming. And I'm going to spill my coffee all over it because I don't have this Yoda yet. But I'll take the Return of the Jedi version. So I'll be drunk on coffee with this baby. And let's stay with Return of the Jedi more. And let's look at this. But Aries, you said let's stay with Return of the Jedi, and you're putting up the fracking Attack of the Clones C-3PO. You know, the version of C-3PO that all of us, all the large percentage of Star Wars collectors, we dreamed nightly as we were waiting for Hot Toys to officially announce a C-3PO someday over the rainbow. This was the one we dreamed about. And another one that we're dreaming about, as this is already on wait list, I want you to see a pattern here. They're not going to wait 18 months to give you the next one. Is it possible your next one is going to be a C-3PO with the Ewok chair from the Return of the Jedi? And I say yes. Coming soon, baby. To a pre-order that will also waitlist soon. Near you. All right, let's take a break a little bit again from the Empire Strikes Back 40th. And I'm going to bring up a couple on the screen here that are relevant. Very, very relevant. There's the DX27. And in conjunction, here is the DX28. And let's go ahead and highlight that collector edition, which has that low stock warning already on it. And I'll blow that up a little bit on the screen so you can see that there. And just like when this hits waitlist, and shortly after the Obi-Wan will as well. This is more popular than Obi-Wan. Love the Obi-Wan figure there. This figure's the bomb from that show. This figure's about to hit waitlist soon. Soon as this does, the other one, the Obi-Wan's going to. But does that mean that they're not going to use its head sculpt for Hayden Christensen, or and any part of it for 18 months, 24 months, 36 months? How are they going to make up from not having all these in stock? How are they going to be able to sell more of them? I'll tell you how. Because we're not done with Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan series. We are going to spill our coffee over a non-battle damaged Darth Vader with the full head sculpt. The full head sculpt of Hayden we're going to get. I'm trying to blow this up here. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Trying to, anyway. It's not letting me do it. Well, we'll put this up right here like that. That's pretty darn cool. The full head sculpt. The full head sculpt. And just like you saw at the end, whatever it was, episode 2, I think it was, and you saw him in episode 3. Probably going to have him with his own little chair, his throne there. Probably going to get the Emperor hologram. It's all coming. All coming. And again, you've got a better chance, a strong chance, of selling 5,000 of those pre-orders very, very quickly than sitting on 5,000 of these after all the juice has been squeezed, and this has been up for forever and a day in this economy, than you do having this sit an extra 5,000 sitting in a warehouse somewhere, hoping that it's not going to go for half price like half the other figures do, in a way, on eBay, trying to get rid of these on stock. It's just not going to happen. Remember, right now, things are not going down. Eggs continue to go up. Mayonnaise. The price of oil is just... That's another thing. It's not even just with this economy cutting production down. There's not even enough oil to make the plastics, have enough plastics to go around for these. That's another topic for another day. The overstock days are long gone. Long gone, folks. But what's coming is the coffee spilling, drunkenness of more announcements, less production, more 2.0's, and a lot more damn coffee. Cheers. So you have to wonder, is it possible that we get another Obi-Wan and another Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan series announced in 2023? And I say, absolutely. Especially after these go on waitlist. Because then, here's the beauty of this mechanism. Besides everybody and all these companies saving their arses with all this overstock, the beauty of it is, people are like, darn, I missed out on that. I really wanted that. Oh, by the way, here's a different version. Ooh, I better not skip on this then. Here's the one with the full head sculpt. I wanted that. You'll see how many people say. As much as they're ranting and raving on this, I'm getting the full head sculpt one anyway. Yeah? They'll sell it no problem, rather than sitting on these. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, my friends. All right. And same situation with this. I'm going to bring this up on the screen. Look. When this hits waitlist, do we get the counterpart? Do we get the battle-damaged Bespin Luke that came with the original DX07? And I say, yes. Let's go back now to Return of the Jedi 40th. So I'm going to pull this up. It's in stock. You can get it for a good deal. Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian right here in my hand. One of the best figures that they ever came out with Hot Toys for Star Wars. And will they use this head sculpt once again? Once again. For a General Lando Calrissian. For the 40th of Return of the Jedi. Especially because all the R&D work is done. Except changing a little bit of outfits. Of course they're going to do it, my friends. But Aries, this is not even sold out. Why would they do it? Because they made 10 million of these. They're only going to make a little bit of this. A General Lando for Return of the Jedi and 40th Return of the Jedi packaging? You just make 1,500 of them? You just make 2,000 of them? Gone. Gone. Short window. Gone. Love this figure. And I can't wait to get the General Lando Calrissian one. Yes, I know. You're like, hey, Aries, why is that white thing in there? I got on my Dooku, so I don't know. I like to just keep him in. It keeps him fresh. Fresh, and exciting. Yeah. General Lando Calrissian. I really, really believe that this is going to be one of the figures for sure for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. And there he is right there in all his glory. And maybe we'll get a Neon Numb. Wouldn't that be a freaking incredible 2-pack? Could you even imagine that? Can you even imagine? We get the General Lando, but it's in a 2-pack like Leia and Wicket for the Return of the Jedi for Endor. And we get a General Lando and Nia Dub. I would get drunk on coffee, baby! Did the Hot Toys wizard just strike once again? You have to wonder. I hope you're enjoying Aries' drunk on coffee, because this is going to be a very, very, very good year for Star Wars. And if you collect these Hot Toys, man, oh, I am telling you, baby. I am telling you right now. It's just going to be incredible. And we're going to be doing this every week, going over what I think is going to come out in 2023 from Hot Toys for Star Wars. And we're going to cover more on the next episode of Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. I gave you some thoughts today. We're going to cover more. I still got one more for you. I'm going to cover more on some stuff that's not related to the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi or the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars, because we start that with the next episode for sure. But the last one I'm going to put up for this week's episode. Is it possible that 2023 will be the year that the Dark Jedi not only spills his coffee, but spills the whole damn pot? And I say, woo! Hot Toys Wizard has been on a roll for the last couple of years here at Aries Cantina, home of 6-scale Cantina. So please go ahead and smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like what you watched here today, I highly recommend taking a look at 6scalecantina.com and checking out what you get if you decide to become a Cantina Insider. What's a Cantina Insider? It's basically joining the channel, a channel membership. Which, for me, I don't have any tiers because it's too complicated for me. So you get one price, and I keep the price low. And you get a whole lot with it. I do live shows from time to time, just for the members. I do crazy unboxings. And all you got to do, besides believe, is go to 6scalecantina.com if you want a preview. And go to any one of the menu links and you'll get this yellow banner before you get to the stuff that the menu links are about. And you can see right there, there's the latest episode, Mace Windu production numbers. Do I have some thoughts on what those numbers are? Join the channel and find out. You get great episodes like Dark Sisters right there. You get the great, crazy fracking unboxings is what they called, where I do some split screens, where you get some high resolution looks at the figures I'm looking at, along with my impressions. I give a lot of tips on climate control and pleather cracking prevention. All kinds of crazy stuff there. All kinds of fun stuff. All you got to do is just hit on the join button. See everything that it comes with. If you think you could benefit from it, I do appreciate your support. One of the next unboxings that are going to be coming up for insiders, crazy fracking unboxings at the split screen, is this baby right here. You're going to see my unboxing of Bo-Katan. And I got this from Ray at Hawk Wars Toys. Shout out to Ray, a seller that I do buy a lot of my figures from. If you're looking for anything that is like in stock, retail right now, you're looking for anything that's out of stock, been out of stock, Ray is a great hookup for you. You could tell him that Aries sent you. You get, not only does it come double boxed, and you get a couple of stickers too, which I don't got right here, but actually I do. You get a comic book each time, which is really, really awesome. You get a couple of these stickers. It's good to get these little goodies. Anyway, join the channel. You're going to see this unboxing coming up over the next week, along with some heightened analysis and expanded thoughts on some market stuff. And I'll be doing a live show coming up here over the next week as well, exclusively for Cantina insiders. Remember, you got the market chart show this week. Look for it this weekend. It'll be coming out. And then 6-scale Raw once again. What an epic 6-scale Raw it was this past week on January 16th. And we're going to have it again at the regular time of 8:15 p.m. Eastern this coming Monday, January 23rd, 6-scale Raw. And what you gonna do when the Dark Jedi goes 6-scale Raw on you? I don't always buy coffee out, but when I do, I buy it from 6-scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Working